3 charged for stealing phones at crash site. Lagos State Police Command has initiated the arraignment process for 3 suspects apprehended in the Ikeja area for allegedly attempting to steal mobile phones from accident victims. A statement released by the Rapid Response Squad RRS on its Facebook page on Thursday detailed the arrest. The suspects, Isaiah Adegbero, 38, Edith Johnson, 30, and Efe Osewemimo, 28, were reportedly caught on Wednesday by an RRS patrol team while searching through a vehicle involved in an accident. According to the statement, operatives of the Rapid Response Squad yesterday, Wednesday night, arrested 3 suspect thieves for stealing 2 phones from accident victims on Governors Road, Alausa, Ikeja. The suspects, Isaiah Adegbero, 38, Edith Johnson, 30, and Efe Sowemimo, 28, were arrested a few meters away from the accident point while trying to escape with the phones. The driver of the accident vehicle lost control, crashed into a road divider. Instead of offering assistance to the victims, the suspects reportedly took advantage of the situation, stealing 2 iPhones valued at combined total of 1,920,000 naira. The report continued, the accident victims were heading towards Ikeja in a red Toyota Camry 2010 when the driver lost control of the vehicle and rammed into a road divider in front of Adeyemo Beru end of Governors Road, Alausa, Ikeja. The 3 suspects who were near the scene opted to steal from the victims rather than provide them any help. Items stolen included an iPhone 15 worth 1.3 million naira and an iPhone 12 worth 620,000 naira. Patrolling RRS officers alerted to the suspects' action, pursued and arrested them. The stolen phones were recovered from their pockets. The operatives also ensured the accident victims received medical attention and cleared the vehicle from obstructing traffic. Following the arrest, the suspects reportedly confessed to the crime. CSP Shola Jejeloye, commander of the RRS, directed the immediate commencement of their trial. The suspects have made significant confessions. They are to be charged to courts today in line with directives from the RRS commander, the statement read. This incident follows a similar case reported in March when 2 traffic robbers disguised as beggars were arrested in the Agungi Lekki area. They allegedly forcibly took a victim's phone and gold necklace before being apprehended by patrol officers stationed by.
Wow.
You see, we currently are in an economy where everybody is trying to get rich fast, to get something from the next person.
Restiveness.
What does this story serve to you in the place of empathy?
Somebody who is on an accident scene, serious, needed an attention. But you see, the society we find ourselves, people no longer, they don't have value for lives anymore. And just like people talk about the Good Samaritan, the man who was caught in an accident by the robbers, and he saw somebody who have sympathy. He saw the priest and they lived by the past, they didn't do anything about it. And see somebody who is not part of, who never know God in the first place, but the person who give that help, take that man to the inn, give him treatment, pay deposited to make sure that he recovered.
All right.
But in this situation, and considering what just happened, this is what is expected of these young guys. Somebody in a scene of accident who is struggling to regain back his life, is struggling to help the person. But because of the society we find ourselves, people have lost value for humans' life. There's no moral value anymore. Everybody is looking for how he can obtain for himself. Everybody's thinking about himself. Nobody wants to put the next person into picture.
What do you think has made youth so restive that, you know, what they want is, let me get this fast, let me get this quick, you know, ahead of human lives in itself?
What actually is, apart from the economic, the current situation of Nigeria right now, apart from the current situation of Nigeria right now, there is youth, young persons are not supposed to behave at normal. But the reason why they are behaving at normal because we are the age time So a lot of
what do you mean the age time?
Yeah, when I say the age time, it's a time whereby people no longer I talk about towards the end part, the end time. Bible makes it clear that people will be lovers of themselves.
People have always been lovers of themselves
for a long time. But it has gone beyond what it used to be.
How do you ascertain that fact?
Yes, because number one, people don't compress their destiny to get it fast. They pass through process. Life has a process.
Right.
If you want to be an entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur, you have to pass through process by learning from people who has gone ahead of you.
Right.
So that you won't make mistake. So you can become a successful when you stand on your own. But in this present time, you see a child of 15 years is already taking an apartment worth of 400,000. Or is he working? He's in school. You see a child of within that age bracket.
Why do you think they're under that pressure? Because
of peers group, the kind of things, a lot of evil have increased in the society from the top level. And our leaders are not helping matters in the sense that, because there's I talk about society show things that our leaders, the people we are looking up to, are supposed to provide help for the people to grow, to run with, to make life easy.
Right.
Like employment is no longer there. The things that are supposed to be the sustainable development that will have given people room to go in and make exploit in their own levels.
But the fact of the whole situation in itself is, how does the limitation of government make a 15-year-old that is supposed to be in school, that is supposed to be focusing, decide to not save accident victims, go there and steal their phone? A 20-year-old boy.
One of the reasons why those things happen is because if you look into the parenting aspect, parents no longer give their children the right attention.
Right.
Parents in those days, if you come back, if you go out when you are not working and you come back with valuable substance, your parents will sit you down to find out where did you get it.
Right.
And they will interview you, interrogate you. Even if they finally let you go, without, maybe even if at the end they didn't punish you, that fear that they have cautioned you, that fear that they have interrogated you to know where you get it, will not allow you to go to involve yourself in such art or get something that you are not supposed within your age limit.
I have something I really need to find out before we move to our next topic. You know that Nigeria has a lot of religious people.
Yeah.
Lots of religious people, lots of believers, lots of fanatics, if I would say. At what point did you think we lost our empathy as a people? Note that you always find churches per square mile. You always find, every Friday, you see people heading to the mosque. You see people rushing in prayer. You see fasting. But yet, the heart of man is still dark to the point to abandon. How do you think we arrived at this point?
Yeah, to me, from my own point of view, how we arrived to this point is because, one, the Bible speaks about sincere meek of the world in 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 2. Sincere meek, and the newborn baby desires sincere meek of the world, that he may grow therein. What is sincere meek? The right, when I talk about sincere meek, it's not the physical meek. The right guidance, the right morals, the right teaching that will help you. I would say train up a child. Train up a child. I say when he grew, he will not depart from it.
I want to ask one more thing real quick before we move from here. We say train up a child. The Bible says train up a child.
When he is old, he will not depart from it.
What would you have to say about a family that, maybe had 2 children? Sometimes they said are twins, and they grew up under the same umbrella, the same training, the same amount of love, the same education, the same attention. And they grow up, one person chooses this part, the other person chooses that part.
Peer group. Because at a point, if you look at that child, among these 2 children, owned by a particular family, they train them in the ways of the Lord, guide them.
Do you think the other person was not pressured by his peers?
They all have the same guidance. They all have received the same training by the parents, by the both parents. But at a point, when they start going out, making friends, the friends you make, the people you mingle yourself, the people you attach yourself to, they have a high percentage of influence on you.
All right.
Peers group. A lot of these young people, you see them getting themselves into Yahoo and what have you, whatever, cultism and the rest. It's not their parents that push them there.
Right.
It's the environment they find themselves. And they are not able to influence the people. Instead of that, the people, their friends, are the one influencing them. Right. If you come in contact with somebody who has higher influence against you, who have higher influence, it takes the grace of God for you to resist it. And if your parents are not watchful, if the parents are not watchful to understand that this child is no longer, sometimes you train a child, sometimes your children don't stay late night. Suddenly you start seeing them sleeping out of the house, coming back late. You ask them, where did you go? It didn't give you good reason. And at that point, something is not going right, or is not longer going right. That is when you have to draw their attention. But when you overlook it, it gets bad.
Thank you so much.
That is why the site is what we see today.